Welcome to our first Let's Talk Transformation session. This is intended to help you to take action, to come more into alignment, to come more into your power, to transform yourself, your situation, your life, all the different things. But most importantly, it is about supporting you in a way that is practical, that is magical, that is tangible, and however I can, truly. I am using all of my experience as a spiritual life coach, as a teacher for 10 years, have been working, with people in business, in life, in relationships, in self, in career, and all the different things for the past 3 years specifically. And this gets to be my portal, it gets to be my channel where I share it with you, one bite sized chunk at a time. Now, if you are seeing this live, do make sure to say hello and be commenting throughout so that I can get a gauge on what is landing, what is resonating, and what you need help with the most. And the same thing, if you're on the replay, tag me and do the same. Play full out, play totally full in, and let's see what you can take away from today's session that will help transform your life. I am super excited to be doing these, by the way. So, Let's Talk Transformation is deeply grounded, just like the tarot and tea sessions that we do here once a month as well, in helping you be aware of where the work is needed in your life, whether that's internally or externally, and helping you to be activated in taking aligned action. Now, to be clear, I cannot take the action for you. So if you have ahas today, and I'm sure that you will, if you realize what has been blocking you, stopping you, distracting you from living your best, most magical life, um, you take that awareness, you feel that activation, you get that sort of sense of, oh my God, I know what I need to do, and take action on it. I can't do the action. You need to do the action. Even if it's a baby step, remember every journey is made up of one step at a time. Your only responsibility in making, the future you want happen is by taking the first step and then taking the next step and by taking the next step. So to tell me and show yourself really that you're all in and you're ready when you see this, type action into the comments. Claim it, share it, declare it, and start to begin to even practice taking action. All right. If you feel from today's session that there is work to be done, you're ready to take action, you're aware of where you need to start, you've had realizations around what might be blocking you, stopping you, distracting you from getting it done, and you want support, you want guidance, there are a few ways for me to help you more personally, more privately, and more specifically on exactly what you need. Now, the two ways to work with me directly one-to-one is by booking a tarot reading or by booking a VIP Power of Hour session. This is an hour coaching session with me where we go deep in all the ways that you need to get to your next level, to take your next steps, and to know and trust on, a mind, body, and soul level that you are headed in the right direction and you know what you need to do. Now, because today is the full moon, perfect divine timing, I've got a special code, full moon 25, and you can use that at checkout to get 25% off the tarot reading or the VIP hour. If you'd like to work with me in another way, or if you'd like to join the membership, I would also share details of those in the comments after I'm done here. If you're curious about any of those, do not hesitate to reach out. Make that your action today. All right. So Let's Talk Transformation is about transforming your life one step at a time, one piece at a time, one part at a time. Imagine it like a beautiful big puzzle, and you've been constantly putting it together. Today, we're going to focus on one piece. We're going to think about, you know, what's in this piece? Where might it go? We're going to try some things out. And once we've, appropriately located where it's meant to go, the picture of your life and of your next steps are going to become clearer. Clarity, curiosity, and a little bit of courage are going to take us a long way today. So, imagine putting those on, locking those in, inviting those to come join us today. Now, I wanted Let's Talk transformation sessions to be practical, to be magical, and to also actually help you change your life, whatever that looks like. But often when we talk about transformation, especially as a coach or in the self-development world, whether you're doing that by reading books or doing courses or watching masterclasses, whatever it may be, most of those have the intention of transformation, of change, of evolution of some kind. Often when we talk about transformation, it is through the lens of look at all my problems, look at all my challenges, look at all the things that are not working, and we focus on problem, problem, problem. And the number one thing I see in myself, in my friends, in my clients, past, present, and I'm sure in the future, is that when we focus so wholly on a problem, we can lose ourselves in it. I know each and every one of you here have probably heard the phrase, what you think about, you bring about. And that concept of the energy we're tapped into, we attract more of it. So let's just try on for a second. If we are not just aware of a problem, but immersed in a problem, swimming in a problem, obsessed with a problem, the logical outcome of that, not just more of that problem, but more of the mindset, more of the energy, more of the emotion, more of the habits, more of the routine, more of the reaction of problems. If you're looking for problems, you'll find problems. But also, if you're looking for problems and you're finding problems, then you begin to train yourself to be a problem finder, not a problem solver. So the first thing I really want to acknowledge here, and this is going to be something that's relevant to every single session of Let's Talk Transformation, but specifically this first one, is we are here to transform, to evolve, to grow, to change, to become more of that which you desire to see. And that's not going to happen by living in the swamp of what we do not want. If you are ready to get out of the swamp, if you're ready to get out of the problem, if you're ready for swimming in the sea of this sucks rather than solution, let me know in the comments. Each and every time you affirm what you do want, each and every time you turn in the direction of your North Star, each and every time you go, hey, if I want to create this good thing, I need to also start feeling, embracing, embodying, choosing the good thing. The more times we can say it, do it, share it, declare it, the more real it becomes. And if you just imagine how many times you complain, this isn't a judgment, this is literally a reflection. How many times do you complain about the things not working in your life? And it can be in small ways. Oh, of course, another bill. Or it can be in big ways, like you obsess over it and you worry over it, and like weeks and weeks and weeks go by of you avoiding it or talking about it or trying to dodge it or trying to get around it and trying to fix it and try to solve it. And just imagine all the energy that's going towards that. So when everything is problem focused, we complain, we avoid, we distract, we come up with excuses, we do all of this stuff. And all of that focus equals attraction. Attracted to more of that thinking, attracted to more of that feeling, attracted to more of those experiences. And that, I want that to be a mirror in the face, a wake-up call, oh my God, what am I doing kind of situation. If you've ever accidentally, I've done this a few times, you turn on the tap to do the dishes or whatever, and you're waiting and you're waiting and you're like, oh, it's not filling out, and you realize you haven't put the plug in. It's like, we need to be conscious of what's happening. We need to be aware of what's happening, because then we can actually do something about it. We can put the plug in, we can fill up the sink, we can do the dishes. So this is about being aware, being activated so we can take action. And this work and this conversation specifically, deeply uncomfortable. If you are feeling, and it's 11:11, this is a time for me to emphasize this, it is deeply uncomfortable to disconnect from this idea and this concept, from the narrative really, that to solve a problem, you need to focus on it until it's fixed. That is something we have all been taught. That is something we have been taught. That is something we have been shown. That is something that we have wired into our brains from a young age. You got a problem, you need to focus on it until it is fixed, until it is done. You can't move on until you fix this. Let me know if that lands. Let me know if that's relatable. And let's acknowledge it is deeply uncomfortable to disconnect from that story. To go, I'm not going to obsess over this problem. I'm not going to worry about this problem. I'm not going to make it the most important thing in my life, regardless of how big it is. How uncomfortable does that make you feel? What do you mean I shouldn't focus on the problem? How am I going to fix it? People will think I don't care. But it is a problem. I need to pay my bills. I need to get a client. I need to, sort out my health. If I'm not focused on the problem, how am I going to fix it? If I'm not focused on the problem, how will people know I care? We have all these stories, all this narrative around why we need to, and disconnecting from it, going, that is a narrative I don't want to read or write again, deeply uncomfortable. So whatever you're feeling now in this moment, know it's okay, and know also that we can change it. And if you're not quite there yet, go with me here. We're going to do something together. Think about the biggest challenge right now for you. That might be paying a bill, might be your bank account, might be a relationship, might be your health. It might be where you go in your career, where you go on holiday, how to fix the roof. So think about the biggest challenge for you right now, the thing that's front of mind. You can share it with me. You can just keep it front of mind. So focus on that for a second. How does it make you feel? This big challenge. How does it make you feel? It could be emotionally, it could be the sensations in your body, but connect to how is that making you feel? Constricted? Like you're going to vomit? Like you need to get away? Like you want to go run and hide? Like you want to lash out in anger? How does it make you feel? The biggest challenge right now for you. What thoughts come to mind about it as well? So what thoughts are popping into mind? Of course this happened. This always happens to me. I don't know how I'm going to get out of it. Or, oh my God, what will people think? How did I do this to myself again? Why haven't I figured this out yet? What thoughts are coming up about this challenge? What impact is it having on your peace of mind? What impact is it having on your peace of mind? Is it destroying your peace of mind? Is it disturbing your peace of mind? Did you not even realize there was peace of mind possible because this thing has been lingering, lurking? Now, if I told you, and try this one on as well, if I told you about this challenge that's been on your mind and in your body and in your energy and in your focus, if I told you right now, and I'm telling you right now, to stop working on fixing it, to completely ignore it, what happens in your body? That thing you've been obsessing over, keeping you up at night, stressing you the F out. And I go, hey, stop worrying about it. Stop focusing on it. Stop trying to fix it. What happens? There's that deeply uncomfortable feeling I was talking about. And it might speak in words. It might just be a feeling. Or it might be this clawing feeling coming up from your subconscious going, no, 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 we can't do that. Deeply uncomfortable. To stop following the narrative of being problem focused. I wanted to emphasize how uncomfortable that is because A, you don't have to live in that uncomfortability. B, that is not a good feeling and not a good energy. And we can't grow a beautiful flower from like rotten seeds and energy. So that is not the energy we want to be in. And third, I wanted to bring it front of mind so we can compare it to what we're going to do next. In this moment, before we move on to the next part, I want you to just actively imagine shaking off all of that energy. You might need to get up, you might need to move your body, you might need to take a drink of water, you might need to imagine yourself in a waterfall, just allowing it to wash and cleanse and clear and release all the stuff that just came up for you. You need to breathe it out in case it accidentally breathes some of it in and shake it off. Okay. Got a few more questions for you. This is heading in a different direction. Heading in the direction of light, heading in the direction of peace, heading in the direction of power. So let's start there and just go with whatever intuitively comes up, and you can share these in the comments. What makes you feel the most powerful? What makes you feel the most powerful? It might be something you do, something you experience, something you have experienced. It might be something you wear, how you hold yourself, certain places that you go. What makes you feel the most powerful? Allow that to come up, to feel it. What makes you feel the most peaceful? Brings you the most peace, that sense of peace and serenity, that feeling of just complete relaxation, contentment. What makes you feel the most peaceful? Allowing yourself to realize it, to see it, to feel it, to own it, to claim it, to connect to it. What makes you feel the most purposeful? Like you're on purpose, you're on target, you're focused, you're flowing, you're in that flow state. You're like, yes, I know where I'm going and I know what I'm doing and I'm on purpose. What makes you feel the most purposeful? Connecting to that feeling. Maybe it's in your career, maybe it's in your business, maybe it's in your relationships. Maybe it's just this sense and this energy of like, yes, I'm on flow. I'm on purpose. I'm on track. I've got this. And is there anything that makes you feel all three of these at once? That makes you feel the most powerful, the most peaceful, and the most on purpose? Is there anything that makes you feel all three of those things? Connecting to that as well. And don't worry if in this moment nothing comes to mind. You've already connected to what makes you feel the most powerful, what makes you feel the most peaceful, what makes you feel the most purposeful. Hold those close. And this is where we come to a little task. This is the part where I go, here's an action, and you go, I'm going to take that action. Of course, you can always tweak it, you can adjust it, you can evolve it. The important part is that you take action. I would love to know if you do tweak, evolve, or adjust it, what does that look like for you? Share that with me. Let me know. You never know who you're going to inspire by that as well. So here we go. When you would usually fall into the obsessing, the worrying, the sort of busy work around fixing your problem or fixing the challenges in your life, I want you to instead actively turn to engaging in the actions that make you feel the most powerful, the most peaceful, and the most purposeful. Try this for the rest of the day today. And I really encourage you for the rest of the week and potentially even beyond that as well, because this is about rewiring a habit and a pattern of a lifetime. So what we're going to do, you walking through the rest of your day. Oh my God, the money thing comes up again. Oh, Of course, this always happens to me. Oh my God, how am I going to pay that? Oh, I could maybe move these. Catch yourself. I am not going to grow a beautiful flower in this area of money and finances and paying things from the dirty, rotten energy of all the things that are wrong and all the things that I hate and all the reasons why this is the way it is. So we're going to shift your focus. What makes you feel powerful? What makes you feel purposeful? What makes you feel peaceful? And maybe just connecting to those feelings, powerful, purposeful, peaceful, helps you respond really powerfully and really beautifully in that moment. And that shifts it. It's not always that A plus B equals C, though. There is such a gift and such a beauty and such a divine rightness and realignment in going, rather than playing in this swamp, I'm going to go play in this meadow of flowers and sunshine. And either the swamp will disappear, the swamp will get smaller, the swamp will drain itself somehow, or someone else will come in and fix it, or I will be in such a better mood from going playing in the meadow of flowers and sunshine that I will realize, I will access, I will activate a choice, an action, a pathway that helps me out over here. It doesn't have to make conscious, logical, equational sense. Because the person you are becoming by existing in this meadow of flowers and sunshine is the person who doesn't live in that swamp, doesn't engage in that swamp, doesn't grow that swamp. And that leap, that step, that getting out of the swamp and into the meadow, deeply uncomfortable. However, that deep, uncomfortable choice is going to do more for you than trying to fix a problem from inside the problem. You can't drain the swamp from inside the swamp. We can't create a meadow and sunshine and flowers if we're trapped in a swamp. I think I've taken that metaphor as far as it can go. So for the rest of the day, for the rest of the week, and hopefully for the rest of your life, we're going to be choosing to exist where we feel the most powerful, the most purposeful, the most peaceful. Rewiring the programming that says, stay in the problem until we fix the problem. This is a transformation today. This is what we're talking about. Feel welcome to come back here and report. Maybe the first time it comes up for you, you jump back in here and you're like, oh my God, this is what just happened. I chose the meadow of flowers and sunshine and I realized the solution. Or I chose the meadow of flowers and sunshine and I realized I still don't have an answer, but I feel so much better. So embrace it, try it on, come back, report to us. How is it going? And of course, if you feel challenged, if you need support, you can book a VIP session, you can book a tarot reading, you can come join us in Soul Led and Satisfied, where I get to help you every single week with whatever you're working through. Or you just come back here and report, how's it going? All right, so this Let's Talk transformation session is happening once a month, as well as our tarot and tea session, which is a group tarot reading that happens once a month as well. These will be updated in the event section of this group. So that's where you can always come back and check. I do try and tag everyone when I put those events out, just so you know about it. So if you do see a tag, I invite you to come check it out. I try not to spam everyone with tags unless it's a live call or an event or something that I feel you would all benefit from. Like the special bonus code if you want to book a VIP session with me or a tarot reading with me. Because it's the full moon today, this is just a full moon special. So you can use this code from today, the 25th of March, to Wednesday, the 27th of March, just to capture the full moon energy. I'll pop it in the comments. I'll share it below. If you have any questions, reach out. This has been an amazing first Let's Talk transformation. I'd love to hear what came up and through for you, your ahas, your questions, your challenges, your shares, and of course, your experience of actually taking action on this lesson. Can't wait to hear what comes up and through for you.